Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. Today's video is going to be my monthly makeup haul for April 2023. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some bits that I bought to put into future reviews because that's definitely the aim with all of these products here. There's a lot of K-beauty, so I hope you're here for that. I don't do these videos every single month. I just try to see if I have enough to chat about, and then I do a haul. So sometimes it includes PR. Today, it's all products that I purchased with my own money. So I hope you'd like to stay tuned for that. But before we get into it, it may be good to know if you're new here that I have fair skin with a cool to neutral undertone, which greatly skews my makeup preferences. This YouTube channel mainly focuses on eyeshadow palettes, essence and couture, and getting the use out of my makeup. And because I have been buying, trying, and reviewing makeup for more than a decade, I have some very strong favorites. So I hope you'd like to join the Snow Angel Club by clicking subscribe down below. The April haul. I have a couple of eyeshadow palettes here that aren't K-beauty, and then everything else I bought because I want to do some more K-beauty videos this year. So one video that I've already announced that I'm going to be doing after I've tested them all out is a ranking of some K-beauty like BB cream like products. That's definitely on the list already, and that's something I'm gonna be I'm doing all the trials starting this month. And then in the background, I'm gonna be reviewing and testing out some more K-beauty because I love K-beauty, and there were a couple of things that I tried either in 2022 or earlier this year that really made me feel like, okay, now I want to see what K-beauty has to offer. So that's why there's a lot of Yes Style orders that I placed in the past 2 months. And those always take a few weeks to come in. So that's why I have a bit more today. And then we'll probably have a little less to chat about next time. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I did get a couple of eyeshadow palettes that aren't K-beauty. So these were all announced in the past couple of months, and these really appeal to me. So the Shroud Cosmetics Moonfall, the minute I saw this announced, I was like, I want this. This is my kind of color story. We get some teals, we get some greens, we get some purpley shades, we get some blues, and we also get some pinks. This shade arrived completely exploded, so that's why there's a lot of green flecks, and mine doesn't look super clean, but I was able to repress it and it's not exploded since. But I just need to, there's shimmer particles all over this palette now, but you know, it's fine. It's gonna work just fine. I still have that shade. It was stuck to the plastic that covered the palette, but it did get into all the crevices of the other pans, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I look forward to playing with this, but this is gonna be, I think, May. All three of these that I'm showing you today are gonna be tested out in May. So then you know that you can look forward to a review of this pretty soon already. Then I also got the Fantasy Cosmetica Rogue palette because when this was released, I mean, they're not the same. They're not the same. Let me put them together. But similar vibes, and this is my vibe. These shades are my vibe. These tealy shades. I do wish that this black wasn't here. That's the only gripe I have. But we do get enough mattes to go with the different shimmers. 4 shimmers, 5 mattes, really nice flippy shades. Can't wait to play with it. The Fantasy Cosmetica Druid palette I've already tried last year, and I really enjoyed that. It was one of my favorite palettes all year, so I look forward to playing with this. And then I also picked up the Nomad Cosmetics Verona palette, the Amore a Morte. So this is another one of those palettes where you get 2 sides. This actually opens like a little book. I love the packaging on this. Oops. Oh, with the mirror, this is going to be a... Okay, so we get one side, which is the murky side that I was most interested in, with some bluey gray and burgundy shades. And then this side, ooh, this way I can show you the whole thing. This side is the vibrant pinks and reds. So this was their February release. But I thought it could be fun. It's grungy, but it's also vibrant. It's giving me Melt Morte vibes, for sure. But I just wanted to test it out to see how it goes. And this iridescence to the packaging, I just love. So Nomad Cosmetics did a good job there. With Nomad, you have to know that the shades are a little bit thinner than a lot of other eyeshadow, I feel. But I do have a couple of color stories that I really like by them, and I'm hoping that this is another one. So I did a thing. So one thing I wanted to do after trying some K-Beauty eyeshadow last year and really enjoying it, I was like, you know what? I need to do a couple of eyeshadow palette reviews dedicated to K-Beauty. So I'm not sure yet whether I want to make this like 1 month in June where I just try all of these. There's 11, but some of these are like smaller things. So I'm sure I can do it if I don't go back to any older palettes. Or that I split it up into 2 months and also go back to some of my older stuff. Who knows? But I've got a lot of K-Beauty eyeshadow and a lot of the recommendations came from you guys. So I'm really happy with that. But I'm going to be trying out some Kaja finally because this is now on Yes Style. This is the Rose Water eyeshadow palette. Ooh, and a little disc came out. So it's got 3 shimmering shades in this really pretty pinky vibe. It's the only one that's mostly cool tones. Everything else is very warm, so I wasn't sure. Then I have a Peri Para eyeshadow palette. I have tried some Peri Para lip products and concealers and things like that, which I love. They're one of my favorite K-Beauty brands for sure. This is the Dressed in Mood Fallen Acorn Autumn palette. So this is what the color story looks like. I can't wait to try this. And these came in some like really cute boxes. I did get rid of most of those though, but yeah, when I will be reviewing those, I always have a blog post up where you can also see the box. But then I also have the Wake Make mix blurring eye palette in Forest Brown. And one thing I loved when I picked these up from Yes Style, like all of these palettes come in like different color renditions, and a lot of the times it would say cool toned or warm toned, like they already categorize it. And these are all, like, from what I can tell swatching, really buttery smooth mattes, some really interesting shimmer textures going on, and they're mostly cool toned as well. So this is Forest Brown from Wake Make, which is a brand I haven't tried before. Etude House is a brand, again, that I've tried some other products from. This is their Autumn Closet Play Color Eyes eyeshadow palette, and this is the more cool tone, neutrally one that they do. Like, a lot of these are gonna look the same. Like, if you don't know, if this is the first time you're here, and you're like, what's going on, what's wrong with her, you've essentially bought the same palette like 10 times over. But this is where my comfort zone lines when it comes to makeup. This is the Bibia, I hope that's how you pronounce it, Final Shadow Palette Tea House. And this is what that looks like. So it's got the clear transparent packaging, and then here's the color story. This does only have one shimmer, which is and a lot of the shimmers in K-Beauty palettes are these very flaky glitters, which had me nervous when I first tried them last year, but they worked really well for me. So I'm really happy that I got to try some more. Romand is another brand that I really like their lip products by, but I haven't tried their eyeshadow. So I have their Better Than palette in Dreamy Lilac Garden. Look at those cool tone pinks. Like, it's like pinky mauves. It's so pretty. Again, only 3 shimmers. And then I also have their Better Than palette in Peony Nude Garden. These taupey shades. And again, just 3 shimmers, of which one seems to be a sequin, where it's like a matte with glitter specks in it, which I'm not too fond of, but these look really pretty. And just because I really liked my Clio palettes that I tried last year, I bought another one. This is limited edition, it seems. This is the Over the Path Pro palette, number 17. And it looked more burgundy on the website than when I got it home, but when I got it home, I was definitely not angry at this because this is me in a color story. Like, these like plummy shades, really stunning, but very light at the same time. Some really good shimmers in here. It's 5 shimmers and 5 mattes. So, can't wait to play with this. And then I just have a couple of square things here. So this is by 3CE, which is a brand I still wanted to try eyeshadow by. They're a little bit more expensive. So this is the shade Plot Twist, which looked to be Khakis, but it's more mustards when I swatched it. So I'm very curious to see how it goes. This, again, more shimmers than mattes. So very curious to see how it goes. And then I just have these 2 from Holika. And these just look cute, so I couldn't choose. And these are like knit. Like, a lot of their eyeshadow palettes that I found that interested me were inspired by like autumn fall knitwear vibes. So this is the, ooh, can I read this? My Fave Mood eyeshadow palette in Button Up. And then it actually has buttons imprint. For real, like K-Beauty kills it every time with the cuteness factor for sure. So these are just little embossings to make the pans look like buttons. I love it. Again, 4 shimmers, everything else is mattes, but look at those cool tone neutrally browns. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm a sucker for these shades. And then the other one is also the My Fave Mood eyeshadow palette in Neat Knit. So this has, all the pans have embossing to make it look like a knit pattern. Stop, just stop. And again, cool tone neutrals. This is a bit more taupey leaning. The other one is a bit more brown. But yeah, I can't wait to try these. So this, maybe I just want to do one video to try all 11 because it's 11 palettes out in one go. Let me know what you want me to do. Do you want me to split it out or just make it one video? I don't know yet. But yeah, I'm gonna be testing out some K-Beauty stuff because I love it. And then I did a thing. Was this necessary? No, but Yes Style had a sale. So that's why I actually bought some more of these. These are all lip stains in some way, shape, or form. So I tried some lip stains now from Western makeup brands. I've tried one from Fenty. I've tried one from Victoria Beckham. I've tried the Essence ones. And it just made me realize, like, what category of makeup is just really good at doing lip tints? And it's K-Beauty. So I actually did a thing where, am I going to take these all out? I'm going to have to take them all out to show you. But I've actually repurchased some of these as well. So for instance, I now have a bunch of these Peri Para Ink Velvets in shades that I do actually like. Because I love this formula, but I decluttered all of them in my lip product declutter. Because even though I love the formula of these, the shades I had weren't quite right. But then I saw, let me put it down. Then I saw that they did a set, a kit, with 3 reds. Shade 32 Fuchsia Red, Pure Red, shade 33, and Smoky Red, shade 34. And these shades just looked perfectly for me. And then they also did a couple of other textures. They also did this one, 31 Wine Nude. Looked stunning on me, to me, when I saw it on the website. And then I've never tried their Ink Airy Velvet. So this is Rosy Nude, no Rosy Pink, and something peach. I believe it was called Zazzy Peach, this one. So a peachy and a rosy one. So I wanted to try those. So I really still wanted one of the Romance Zero Velvet tints. This is in the shade Vintage Taupe. And this is much more my vibe than the ones I had. I had an entire set, which looked very pretty on the website, but then I got it home and the shades just looked a little weird on me. But I really like the formula. So now I have a formula that when I swatched it, it looked a lot better, but I haven't put it on my lips yet. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try most of what Nomad has to offer in terms of like different lip products. So I just bought a bunch. This is their Dewy Full Water Tint in Lilac Cream. It's not this shade, it's more like this pinky lilac. It's like a really nice cool tone pink. Then I also have their Juicy Lasting Water Tint in Peeling Anjou. I hope Angdu. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not entirely sure with some of these names sometimes. Then I have the Glasting Water Tint in Vintage Ocean, which also looked really pretty to me. And then I have the Milk Tea Velvet Tint in Rose Tea, which is like a warm rose. Not necessarily my favorite, but I think I might like it. And then I just have a couple of these other things that are a bit bigger. I have one from Wake Make. I don't know what the shade of this is, but this formula, when I swatched it on the back of my hand, seemed really pretty. Then I have one from 3CE. Again, no clue what this is called. It's in the shade Double Wind. I do have to say, though, that when I swatched them, the shades on the back of my hand all looked pretty identical. So I probably didn't need all of these, but I just wanted to make sure I had a lot of different formulas to test out. Then I have the Etude Fixing Tint in Midnight Mauve. And then I also have their Dear Darling Tint in Dracula Red. I just had to have it for the name. I have a lipstick. This is the Peri Para Mood Fallen Acorns that actually goes with the eyeshadow palette. And look at that taupey brown. I had to try that. I was like, that is a shade I haven't seen any brand do in a while. A bunch of these Amuse, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but a couple of their tints. This is the Dewy Water tint, and this is the Dewy Velvet. And one of these is in like fig. It doesn't say in English, of course. And one of them is like some like ripe fruit thing. Like these, when I swatched them, very impressed with the formulation. More Peri Pera here. I don't remember what the kind of product it is. I have it written down somewhere, but it's Pink Do It. This is by the same, and it looks like candy, which I thought was cute. The Mousse Candy Tint in Chai Tea. And then I also have the Face Shop Water Tint, Water Fit Tint. I'm not sure, it's like Cherry Red, I believe the shade name is. The Dear Darling Water Tint by Etude in, oh, the shade I can't read because it's in Korean. But this looked really stunning as well. And these are like your classic water tints, which I haven't tried many of. So I'm very curious to see how it goes. That one, was it this one or this one? I don't remember, but when I put it on the back of my hand, it like bled into all like the crevices of my hand. I was like, I hope it doesn't do that on my lips. And then I also have the Dear Darling Water Gel Tint, and this looks like popsicle, like the cuteness of the packaging. That's an Oink Red. I remember the name of that one because it was so strange. And then I have by Mac Queen, that's I believe what they're called, the Jelly Plumping Water Tint, and this looks like little vials. Like how cute is this? And this is the Cotton Tint, so I think this is matte and this is one of those watery things. This is in the shade Burgundy, and I have no clue what this one is called anymore. Like a lot of them are just straight up red, so it's probably all going to look the same. But yeah, you can expect me to do like a K-Beauty lip product video in like, I think May and June, or maybe June and July. Don't know yet exactly about the planning. But I think I want to do one where I group more like the liquid lipstick kind of versions, because these Peri Pera ones aren't tints. They are actual like liquid lipstick, and more like a liquefied lipstick than like a drying down uncomfortable one. So I know that formula, and some of those Romance things can go in there as well. You know, maybe something like this can go in that video as well. So I'm just going to split it up, and then we're going to do like a true lip tint one, and one that's more like the more amplified lip tint one. So I thought I could do that, like do some videos with these. So yeah, I bought all of this to review it. This is all for the channel. So I really hope you are here for the K-Beauty love, because I have just found that I really love and adore the aesthetic of K-Beauty, and more so than what a lot of the Western makeup brands have to offer. So that's why I was like, right, I just need to dig in and find some things that I like. Some of these, like, I just go on to YesStyle and find the things I like. That's how I tend to do it. I don't watch a lot of K-Beauty reviews, so if there's any recommendations of products you would like me to try from K-Beauty brands, then I would love to hear your recommendations as well. But this is what I've got going on for you right now. So a BB cream review sometimes this summer, 2 lip product reviews, and at least 1 eyeshadow palette review as well. So that's what I have in store for you in the upcoming months. So I hope it was useful to see my makeup haul, so you know what you have to look forward to. And then I hope you'd like to stay tuned for more goodness, because I come on here 4 times a week. Thumbs up this video in the meantime if you did enjoy it, and I hope you'd like to subscribe and stay tuned for more. And then I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!